Welcome back to the Broadway show. I'm Tamsin Fidel. Let's get back to it. Billy Crystal is back on Broadway in Mr. Saturday Night. The show opens later this month, but at the first dress rehearsal, the comedian and longtime Oscars host made a less than subtle reference to the slap heard round the world.
Oh man, we got to his show and no one got slapped. Unbelievable.
Crystal stars as Buddy Young Jr., a washed-up comedian whose star burned out decades earlier. And one of Billy's co-stars is Shoshana Bean. Let's send it back to Paul Wontorek.
That's right, Tamsin. Broadway favorite Shoshana Bean will lend her golden vocals to Billy Crystal's brand new musical comedy, Mr. Saturday Night, this spring. I sat down with her at the Civilian Hotel to hear all about it. You're in a brand new musical. That's not every day you get to open in a brand new musical, create a new musical.
No, especially these days, huh? How does it, I'm getting my sea legs. It's definitely a transition.
When's the last time you had a brand new musical?
20 years ago in Hairspray.
20 years ago. I was going to bring up the 20 number
because I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it.
Yeah, because 20 years ago I feel like you were doing Hairspray out of town, and then you brought it in summer 2002. You are hitting your Broadway debut anniversary. It's amazing.
True.
Did you have in the back of your mind like, I really want to be on Broadway for my anniversary?
On the 20th year from the day. No, it was the farthest thing from my mind, to be honest. It kind of came out of nowhere, but yeah, this is a special year for the Hairspray crew, for sure.
So tell me about Mr. Saturday Night. Billy Crystal is the star of Mr. Saturday Night.
Sure.
International superstar. Billy Crystal, who was in and directed the film. And so this is a musical adaptation of his film from the 90s.
Yeah. You know, I'm terrified of him because I grew up, like, you know, he is who he is. He's a legend, but he's lovely and a genius, and watching him work and watching him sort of figure things out and try different jokes and just watching him riff. I'm watching a genius at work. It's a masterclass.
And you play his daughter.
I'm his daughter. I have not been an easy, our relationship has not been easy. I have had addictions, and I just have been trouble from the beginning, essentially. And it's really about his redemption in not just professionally, but also the sort of healing of a family, really.
So is Broadway a revived focus for you in your career? I mean, are you looking more?
It never was not a focus or an interest. It just was like, I just have so many goals and so many things I want to do, and after Wicked, it just felt like, well, I can check that off the list. Because that was a massive undertaking. To go from the ensemble to that, I was like, got it, got what Broadway is. I'm good for, like, it wasn't I'm gone, I'm never coming back. It was just like, I just feel like it's been like a case-by-case basis. And obviously Waitress was a gift from the heavens, and this is another gift that dropped in my lap. So it's really just based on like what I feel like I can bring myself to and bring my heart to, and that I feel like it's a story I should or could be telling, you know?
You've only had a handful of Broadway credits, but you've been in these iconic shows. So you've either been, I like to think they're all very lucky to have had you, or you've also been very lucky to sort of get into the right shows.
I'm the lucky one. I am the lucky one.
Because everyone knows Hairspray, everybody knows Wicked. Waitress now has its own sort of cult following. The amazing actress who played Jenna in Waitress. If you go to like a Shoshana Bean, if she's going to sing her hits, people are going to know them in the audience.
I'm a lucky girl. I don't know how I got so lucky, truly.
Talk a little bit more about Hairspray. That is an amazing group of people.
Yep.
Obviously, it has gone on to become an iconic show. I mean, I was in the rehearsal room for some of that, and it kind of felt magic from...
Did it in the rehearsal room?
Didn't it feel like...
I don't think we knew till we got to Seattle. It was a hit before we even got back here. It was so bizarre.
When you think about that girl who opened in Hairspray 20 summers ago, how do you look at her and sort of the journey, and how do you look at all of this now? I mean, it must be a very different experience stepping into a new Broadway run than what that was like back then for you.
I think that she would be over the moon if she could get a sneak peek at sort of what was coming for her. And I think for me, I can't ever talk about Hairspray without crying. This happens every time. It's such a tender part of my life, and those people are still the most important people in my life. So I think for me, looking back, I know that it will never be as innocent and as exciting. I mean, you only get your first time once.